I've had the Pixel 4 for about 5 days now, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts on it. I'm going to let you know, should you upgrade from the 3 to the 4? I'm not going to call it the XL, just know that both of these variants are the XL model. This is about $1,100 right now. You can score the Pixel 3 for about $500 or less. Check my Swappa link down below. But I'm going to let you know, should you upgrade, should you even consider this phone? It has a lot of pluses, but it also has a lot of minuses. Let's just jump right into it and start with the overall build quality. The build quality of the Pixel 4 is absolutely perfect. They've done a nice job of giving us a really good build quality and a very stylish phone. From the back, the front is another matter. I don't think that this huge forehead does this phone any favors, but it is what it is. It's just not a design winner of 2019, and you can see that Soli chip kind of doing its thing there. So the Soli chip underneath this forehead is well worth it, and I'll take that over a super flashy phone any day. But other than that, guys, we got rid of the fingerprint scanner on the back, so your face unlock is your only option. The screen on the 4 is a lot better than the 3. It's definitely a nicer panel. It doesn't get super bright. They're about the same, even though the Pixel 4 is a tad bit brighter according to DisplayMate. Out in sunlight, neither one of them is a champ as well. Another thing about the display, there is a little controversy over the 90 Hz refresh rate. Under 75% brightness, this will revert back to 60 and will not go back to 90 unless you have it higher than 75%. Google's working on a fix. To me, it's not a big deal. I think the panel just is a nice overall pleasing panel. It's a nice color accuracy. It definitely gives you a nice amount of deep blacks and colors. It is an AMOLED panel. It is a 6.3 inch panel, so you're able to watch multimedia with these two speakers, one on the top and these on the bottom. It's a really enjoyable experience, but again, at twice the price of the 3, I just don't think it's worth it because Google missed a lot of things that they should have included in this price point, such as a 3-camera array on the back. Even the iPhones give 3 cameras now. Google should have just given us 3 cameras, and a lot of people are debating wide or telephoto. I don't even think that debate should be taking place. They just should have given us 3, and that would have been it. But at telephoto lens, if you want to zoom in, it actually does a good job. And speaking of the camera over the 3XL, and I really didn't think I'd be able to say this, the camera has been definitely improved on the 4. It's just a lot sharper. Details are just a little bit more crisp. There's a little bit of crispiness on the 4 that wasn't found on the 3, but the 3 is still an awesome camera. Night sight, believe it or not, has been improved on the 4 as well. So if you're looking for an awesome camera, the 4 is definitely on your shopping list, even though some manufacturers out there are getting pretty close to Google's technology, pretty close to giving us a really great camera experience in all lighting conditions. So Google, on the 5, you really got to step up your game and do something for us. You get the same video recording, and that's to say you don't get 4K 60, you only get 4K 30, and that's just a huge bummer, especially for $1,100. Most manufacturers, even cheaper manufacturers, are giving 4K 60, and Google's lame excuse for not giving us 4K 60 was that they thought the storage would be eaten up too quickly if they gave us 4K 60. Well, Google, instead of starting your phones off at 64 gigabytes, you really should have started at 128 and jumped to 512 if you wanted to go crazy. If you wanted to stay pretty much where you always stay, you really should have given us a 128 256, and that would eliminate your lame excuse. They're going the iPhone route. It is what it is, pay to play, and I have no problems with that, but I do have a problem with Google kind of getting rid of those high-res backups. I think that that was a huge selling point for Pixel phones in the past, and that was a reason why people could kind of overlook the low storage capacities, even of the 3, because we said, hey, we're getting free unlimited backups and I can save all of my high-res photos to the cloud. Well, now that's gone. Thankfully, I do have my Quilt 3. If you haven't seen that review, I'll leave a link down below, as well as this link up here. It's your own personal backup. No one can touch it. No one can use your photos. It's there when you need it, there when you're not, and it's an awesome solution whether you have iOS or Android. But Google, at $1,100, their selling point, that unlimited backup, is now gone. The camera has also been improved because the viewfinder now gives you 2 sliders here, so you can really tell what your photo is going to look like before you take it. You can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the shadows, and this is a live view, so you don't have to guess what HDR is going to do. You'll see it right on your screen before you press that shutter button, and then what you press is what you get, and I definitely give them a thumbs up for that. Portrait mode has been improved. Again, I'm not going to go over too much of the camera. Wait till my full review, so make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, and let me know down in the comments below what you want to see from this phone. If there's something that I can mention in my review, I will do it. And I just pulled up my feed, and here we go, my $1,000 mistake. Google Pixel 4 XL is going back. I'm not going to be that aggressive. I actually like the Pixel 4. I'm going to keep it, but I can see why a lot of people would return it. And that is, the specs just aren't there for a $1,000 phone. 6 gigabytes of RAM is acceptable, but it's not what it should be. It should be 8 or 12. That's what other manufacturers in this price point, or even OnePlus at a lower price point, give us. The storage option just isn't there, but what you are getting from Google is what you've always gotten from Google. That's guaranteed updates. If Android 11 for some reason hits tomorrow, we're going to get it tomorrow. We're not going to have to wait a year, and that's why I always like these Pixel phones. I'm a nerd. I like updates. I like a smooth experience, and this does not have bloat on it. It does not have excess applications. It doesn't have 2 mail apps, 2 calendars, 2 calculators, all of that nonsense. It is just a Google phone, and you're using Google services on here. The Google Assistant, while she is persistent and wants you to use her all the time, really, really helpful here, and you can call on her from just swiping from the corners, and she'll be there for you. Or, of course, the squeeze feature is what I really like, is this little squeeze feature, and you get this nice animation now, which I think is pretty cool. Another thing that I think is super cool, and I have used it a couple times, is this live caption. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like if I open up YouTube and I go to my review. I have the volume turned all the way down, and what's going to happen now is we do have live caption right from the video, right on your screen, right over here, and you can move it all around. And just to show you, this is a live video. It is not transcribing what I'm talking to you. Let's turn up the volume. Anything you threw at the original NVIDIA TV, it could handle it. Built-in Google support, cast support, all that goodness. Well, now we get a refresh design. So the live caption, especially if you're somewhere where maybe you're in a loud environment, you really can't hear your headphones too well. You can't really play the music. I mean, you can't really play the video. Whatever the reason is, you can have this live caption so you can sort of follow along with it, read, and it works in every application here, and I think that's super, super awesome. So well done for live caption. I'm just going to turn that back off. But other than that, I think Google has a nice phone. I do like the design. I like the white on the back. I like the matte black rails on the phone. I think it's a nice design. It's not a winner. It's not a stunner, but it's also not a fugly looking phone. I think it's a nice looking phone. It's just not going to win any design awards, but the tech inside, like this Soli chip, is absolutely great. And just to give you an example, you can swipe between music if you want. If you haven't seen my unboxing, I went through all of this in my unboxing. Check that out as well. But if you play a song, the Soli chip can actually fast forward or rewind, and you'll see that little glow on the top letting you know that it's available. It's not available in every single app. So if I swipe back, there we go, it's going to go back. If I swipe forward, it's going to go forward, and it works about 95% of the time. But if you are walking in the street, are you really going to swipe on your phone when you can just hit the next track? I don't think you are, but if you drive, if you have this in your dashboard, I think it's really useful. But if you are doing work and you have your phone on the desk and you swipe forward or you swipe back, it'll do a decent job. I can see myself using this, and I'm just showing you here. It's really not working 100% of the time. You really have to get in front of it. There's a little bit of a learning curve that you have to learn, but it is a great chip, and I have no doubt that in Google fashion, they're going to collect all of our data, all of our usage, and then improve this over time. The face unlock is something that should have been on the 3 from the beginning, but thankfully we have it here. It is secure, but not every single app is going to take advantage of that. Such as your financial institutions, you're still going to have to enter in a PIN. That's just something I'm not really cool with. I think that they really should have kind of worked with banks, worked with financial institutions to get that to work out of the gate. Let's talk about battery life on both of these phones, just because if you're coming from the 3 and you want the 4, battery is going to be about the same. So I had the Pixel 3 for quite a number of months, and fully charged, I usually get about a day and 13 hours. And on the Pixel 4, it's been about a day and 15. Battery life will be about the same as this 3 XL, meaning go ahead and charge it every night or charge it in the morning. You do have quick charge, you do have fast wireless charging in here, so you should be able to top up without any issue. My experience with this phone, and I'm going to have a full review, this is just a little recap. I actually love the phone. I think it's a great phone. It's really snappy. I've had no issues with this phone. I like updates. That always makes me smile. Again, if Android 11 comes out tomorrow, I'm going to get it right away. The camera on this has been absolutely a pleasure to use. That was the same on the 3 XL. And other things, I like the styling. I like that radar chip. It's just a showstopper. But is it really worth that price point of $1,100? I would say no. I do not see Google selling a lot of these phones. If you happen to catch this on a sale, definitely pick it up. If you happen to find that crackhead deal, pick it up. But if you have the 3XL, you're not missing much. Trust me, you are not missing much. I know you have that itch. We all have that upgrade bug. We all want to buy the new phones, but don't do it this time around. If you have the Pixel 2, definitely go for the 4. If you have an older Samsung, LG, Huawei, OnePlus, whatever it is, if you have an older phone that doesn't have the 855 processor, definitely jump on it. But I don't think that you're getting much more from the Pixel 3 XL. That being said, if you find this for a great deal, check Swappa. You find some awesome deals on these phones in mint condition. I would go for the 3XL, save yourself $600 and buy the next 5 when it comes out. That's just been my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.